We're obviously here in the Natural History Museum because it's a place which is very representative of our evolutionary past and how the human body has had to perform in Mother Nature.
I've only been sort of doing the barefoot for about 2 months. I've been reading all sorts of stories to tell you all sorts of techniques. I sort of came here to try and get a good idea, sort of make my own mind up how I want to do it.
I'm really looking forward to finding out a bit more about the technique and the lectures later on.
I know that there's going to be something that's going to kind of capture my attention, and that'll be the direction I go off in.
Human beings have been given by default one of the best pieces of technology, ancient technology, for running. We are the preeminent running animal on the planet when you add time, heat, and distance to the equation. We've sort of been sold in the late 20th century the idea that we need all kinds of specialized tools in order to do this fundamental thing that we're preeminent at. As I discovered that, suddenly I could start doing what I wasn't able to do before, much better than I had ever done before. And, well, the rest is history, you might say.
I was invited to come and speak about the persistence hunt, which I witnessed in 1990 with the Kalahari trackers, running with them. Well, I always walk barefoot, so for me it's sort of like an assumption that barefoot just has to be better than shoes. But I didn't actually realize the extent to which people who have a habit of running in shoes, how difficult it is to make the transition.
The idea that being barefoot was unique or strange or something that, you know, only an elite group could do didn't make any sense to me. That's what I did all the time. We got to every nook and cranny of this planet before the invention of the wheel. And our main primary vehicle was our own 2 feet. And when our own 2 feet didn't do it, we didn't try to solve the riddle and think it's broken by default. We came up with some very simple solution that we could strap to the bottom of our foot.
We really believe that persistence hunting or running, helping us to do so, really helped us to populate the world and to be where we are. So evolutionary biology really teaches us that humans were born to run.
The soles of shoes are a barrier between you and the earth. And everything we do, I mean, our smartphones, our cars, everything is a barrier to nature.
Going back to our true nature and finding our roots, getting back in touch with nature and with the ground is a great way to kind of start back at zero again and move up in terms of your athletic performance.
It's interesting because I've come across that they've given a few reasons of why the human's actually born to run, and they've backed it up with the necessary research.
So over this 2 million years, what you would have had is sort of a co-evolution right from the barefoot through to hairlessness, sweating, a larger brain, and also creative thinking. So that by the time Homo sapiens evolved, we actually evolved the ability to do physics and mathematics today.
Now in nature, humans have 3 gears. They walk, they run, and they sprint. They have distinct gear changes. They change their biomechanical behaviour.
Research shows very, very beautifully that each stage of the development of the musculoskeletal system is phase-locked with the growth and development of the nervous system, the hormonal system, the glandular system, and the visceral system. And I found conclusively from studying thousands of people in 28 years that when people have dysfunctions at the reptilian level of infant development, they often have problems controlling basic autonomic function.
And I ran beautifully, and it didn't hurt. And if I ran not very beautifully, it hurt. So instinct and feel is, for me, what it's all about. The science, yes, of course, and it's really interesting, and you get sucked up into it, and it's nice to have the facts and figures. But if you can't feel all of your body, it's really hard to move beautifully and in harmony with it.
I think the event was very successful. I was very happy to have the mix of people here with all the incredible sort of backgrounds that they had between them, and I think that gave a really rich experience, certainly to me, and I hope to all the other delegates as well.
I think it was very interesting that Matthew had brought together all these different people to present different kinds of aspects of the same.
I came along today because I've been transitioning for the past couple of years into minimalist shoes and barefoot running. I think the main thing I've got out of today is that it's really reinforced the fact that it is very logical and very obvious, if you like, that it really is the way to go and the way that our body should be working.
The toe exercises things was amazing, doing the things with your individual toes, and Matt exploded my mind with his time, space thing.
Well, it was a great day, lots of practical information, lots of scientific information.
Reassuring to see that other people are doing much the same as us that we've never met before, and things that we've developed and things that we've come up with and methodologies that we've taken on board are being used by other people and is the right way to do, reinforce what we're doing.
Such a different style.
Yeah.
I get a lot of weird looks wearing Vibrams all the time. People stare at my toes. I've had people take pictures of my feet on trains. And it's just been really nice to actually not have my feet stared at for the wrong reasons.
Amazing day. I feel really inspired. I think the speakers have all been brilliant. And just the general feeling, it's so nice to be surrounded by like-minded people who feel the same way we do, and to look up and down the row and see bare feet, awesome.
Pumped, really amped, seeing so many people doing the same as us, and everyone's really excited about it. So it's been a really
beneficial day.
Yeah, beneficial, inspirational day. Really inspirational.
It kind of brought something home which I knew but hadn't quite realized or verbalized in such a significant way. So that was, I think, probably the biggest takeaway.
I think when it does take off, it could be quite a fundamental shift in our way of thinking about running and how the human body works.
It's all about the foot. It begins with the foot, everything else stems from that.
I've become sort of a poster boy of a rediscovery, if you will, of this ancient technology. And it may not be for everyone, I don't know. Obviously, I'm just one individual self-experimenting, but it turns out that the same riff of thinking and this rationale has positively influenced a whole cohort of people in my generation. And many of us are finding that less is more.
Eat natural foods, live naturally, and you'll be healthy. It's simple.
Just keep the shoes off. It's all about being barefoot and just going with what feels right.
Bodes well for the future of the foot.
You're born to run. Do it.